Hello everyone, I am back again with a special video. This one I show you every single new stamp from Art Journey that came out in the last few weeks. Beautiful stamps, I have to say. And I'm going to play with my favorite of the bunch. That's this one, Freya it's called. And I'm going to do a simple distress play today for everyone who wants to know what you can do with distress, so the basics. So I left a big part of that in the video. You see that I just put some distress oxide on my craft mat and sprayed a little water and then pulled my paper through the distress oxide. I tend to spray a very fine mist of water over my distress so I don't get puddles and, well, less puddles. You can see the one that came by very quickly was a big puddle. So if you use bigger splashes of water, then, it will be a different look than now. So I'm creating a lot of those papers using the blues in this case, and that's because I want to do simple backgrounds for this beautiful stamp, and I'm going to give away those two ATCs you will see in the end of the video. And if you like to own one, then just leave a comment underneath this video and read the description box, because I will write what you have to do to to be considered to be one of the winners of one of these ATCs. Just for fun, nothing special, just because I like it. Now you can see that I chose a green one, and I'm creating two colors, two cards of the same colors, because I am going to stamp the image on one of them and use the other one as the background. Now, I'm using a few background stamps from the from the same stamp sheet. There are a lot of stamps on that sheet. And just using a bit of distress oxide in the same colors, a bit darker, I think it's faded jeans, to stamp with. So no harsh black lines on my card today. Well, not now, anyway. So just using a few of the background stamps. They are all from the same set, as I said. And I made this one, I think, a day after I got them in the mail. So it's winter. Well, cold anyway. That's why I am wearing a cardigan. Now, stamping with a gesso, easy, of course, but you have to clean your stamp right after. If it dries, then it is not a good thing for your stamps. Now using, I think it's fossilized amber to stamp as well, just to create some interest on my card. After doing that, I'm going to stamp her. You can see she's already black because I've used her a lot in that day. And I am using my stamping tool. Until I got one, I didn't know why I should need one, but I really enjoy having one because I can stamp a few times on the same spot without, look, it's not that good of an image or transfer, so I have to do it 3 or 4 times to create a very nice, how do you call that? Oh yeah, well, I have a Dutch word in my head, so it's just to create a nice dark black image. I needed to stamp it 4 times. I can't find the word in English. Now using my water brush to dissolve a bit of the distress ink and just paint a little bit. That's what I'm doing here. So I am rubbing off my water brush on some paper towel. So I don't use that much water. And now I'm just going around her face until I think I like it. So I'm using faded jeans to create a bit more of a shade on her face and make it stand out even more. So you can leave it like that, but as I said, I stamped it there in the corner because I want to cut it and use it on my ATC. Now I'm using this pen just to create a little bit of highlights, and it is how do you call it, water soluble, so I am just putting it down on my card and then use my fingers to lift up most of it, and then just lights up. It works with the distress oxide to make it lighter. As you can see, that works very well because there is a dark shade on her left side. I can highlight the right side even more to make it stand out. Now almost done with that. It works very well this way. You could use gesso or paint, but I like the oh, well, it's difficult to find English words. I like the way I can move my pen and use a little bit of the ink instead of a lot of gesso and the risk of ruining it all. Now, here I didn't know what to do with my card. So I don't know why I did that anymore. It was a long time ago, but we'll see what happens next. What I'm doing, I really don't know what I'm doing. I think I was trying to create another card because I liked it so much, and then I thought, okay, I'm gonna make a card out of her, out of this one as well, but I don't believe I finished it. I think I cut her out of this card, but you'll see that's how my mind works. I do one thing and then another thing, and then I decide to do it and in a different way. It looks nice, doesn't it? And that was just by using some gesso through a stencil. And now I'm thinking about, yeah, you can see I'm cutting her. I'm just cutting her out of that card. So leaving a little edge around the image, and I think she looks like a little bit like Audrey Hepburn or something. So I really like it. It's drawn by the owner of Art Journey, so she made it herself. I think it's very unique. There's no other one of this stamp in the world, so I like that one a lot. Now I am doing the same. You can see I left it in because I need you to see what I'm doing in between. I do several things and then go back to the original project that I started. And now I'm using some gesso to just lighten up the background a little bit to make her stand out even more, and to be able to use a nice background stamp. It's Carabella, I think. I put it in gesso and then stamped gesso on that card, as you can see. And then I glue her down. I think I inked up the edges with black. I don't know really for sure. Oh, here, I'm doing it now after I put some glue on the back already. Now, one ATC almost done. And you can see this took me about 20 minutes without doing all the things in between now, of course, but just simple project with a few things you need. Paper, distress oxide, gesso, water, brush, and of course my favorite, Derwent Intense Pencil Ink Black, just to create a little bit more shadow around her. And that's it. You don't need more. Just create a little bit more shade, as you can see. And it works with the distress oxides. So where you think it's going to be black, it will work with the green and the blue. And well, do like the way it looks. Now almost there. I'm just using a rub-on. It's from Tim Holtz. She's Brave. And that's it. It doesn't need more. So this is one of the two that I made and that you can win if you like. As I said, just go to my to my Instagram page, and in the description box you will read all about it. So and then I will choose 2 winners, and you have to of course let me know which one of the 2 you like. So I'm just showing you quick how I made the other one. I stamped it, I did the same thing, only distress oxide and gesso, nothing more, and then created the second one. And now I'm going to show you how they look. Now this is the blue one, and this is the red yellow one. Just focusing my camera. As you can see, it's quite the same as the other one, just using different kinds of stamps. So read the description box. I hope you like this quick project, and I'll see you next time. Bye.